In this video, I will be doing a review of the 5 Choices Weekly Ring-Bound Planner by Franklin Covey. This video was requested by you in the comments. A few years ago, I took a Franklin Covey course at work on the 5 choices, and I found it very inspiring. I still had the participant guidebook, and I recently got the audio version of the course here. If you would like to see me do a video on this, please let me know in the comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this planner, and I'm going to put it in my beautiful leather Anna binder. This binder is in the color Sailor Blue, and as you can see in some light, it has purplish undertones. All of the items shown in this video can be found on the franklinplanner.ca website, and you can save money with discount promo code Tonya Plans. So the first page of this planner has an information sheet. Right off the bat, I can tell that this is going to be a nice, clean, non-fussy format, and I like the font. So on this page, you can put your name, address, phone number, email, etc. Any information that you would like, you can put here on the cover page. This page is made of a thicker cardstock, and on the back, there are 3 annual calendars for 2021, 2022, and 2023. And here is a closer look so you can see how the font looks. The page background appears to be white, and the lettering is it looks like a dark gray to me. The next page is the Franklin Planner Quick Starter Guide. This page is typical in most of their planners. On the front here, it talks about 4 steps to daily planning, and it gives you some tips on how to use the Franklin Planner system. On the back, it gives an overview of the Franklin Planner pyramid. So now we get into the planner itself, and these are the monthly tabs. The monthly tabs are laminated, and they are in a dark gray color, and the writing is in white. Now on the front of each month, it appears there is a notes/index page. Now in my other planners, an index page is used as a place where you can record important information that happens throughout the year so that you can quickly refer to it without flipping through all of your planner pages. So it's kind of like a table of contents for your planner. I like that this page has also a dual purpose, where if you don't want to create an index for your planner, you can also use this page for notes for the month. So the monthly spread is a month spread across 2 pages, which is nice because it gives you more room to write in the blocks, as opposed to some planners that have the whole month on just 1 page. There are no lines in these blocks, so this is a very clean, non-fussy format. It has the moon phases on the calendar, and it also has holidays such as Martin Luther King Jr. Day on the calendar. The days of the week are in green, and the week starts with a Sunday, and you have the month up here in the top left-hand corner. It is like in a dark gray color. I really like how clean this looks. And over to the side of the monthly page are lines where you can put reminders for the month. My mother likes to put the bills that are due for the month in this column, and then as she pays them, she checks them off. On the back of each month will be another page that is just for notes. And then the process repeats again for each month, where you have a notes/index page, then you have the month spread across 2 pages, and on the back of that, a page for notes. The pages feel like a lightweight cardstock. So I'm going to quickly flip through all of these months. Now I thought it was nice that they included a page finder with this planner. Some planners that you buy don't automatically include a page finder. So this planner comes also with 3 tabs. So on these tabs, one says roles and goals, another one says master task, and another one says notes. So as we're flipping through here, I'm sure I'm going to see the planner pages that will go in each of these planner tabs. So now we're getting to the 5 choices. It's starting to explain here what the 5 choices are. Okay, so here's the idea behind the 5 choices to extraordinary productivity. Here's what it's all about. The thing is, we all have the potential to do extraordinary things. You have the potential to do extraordinary things. But in today's world, it is both easier to be extraordinary, and it is also harder to be extraordinary. And the course goes into why it's easy and hard. So the whole idea of the Franklin Covey course on the 5 choices is, it says if you study these 5 choices and you consistently utilize these 5 choices, if you consistently make these 5 choices, then you can achieve the extraordinary. So, what are these 5 choices? The first choice to be extraordinary is to act on the important, don't react to the urgent. The second choice that you would need to make to be extraordinary is to go for the extraordinary, don't settle for ordinary. The third choice to be extraordinary is to schedule your big rocks, don't sort gravel. And remember, big rocks are those things that are most important to you. The fourth choice to be extraordinary is to rule your technology, don't let it rule you. And the fifth choice to be extraordinary is to fuel your fire, don't burn out. So this part of the planner briefly explains the 5 choices here on this page. On the back here, it talks about the 30-10 rule. And again, I will get more into this if you guys would like to hear more about the 5 choices to extraordinary and what I think of the different principles. Just again, let me know in the comments. The next section here, it talks about weekly Q2 planning and daily Q2 planning. So it says here that you should take at least 30 minutes a week to do Q2 planning. Remember, Q refers to quadrants. So quadrant 2 is the quadrant of extraordinary productivity, and that is when you work on things that are important but not urgent. So they want you to spend most of your time working on things that are important but not urgent, not crises type stuff. And then here it talks about they recommend that you take at least 10 minutes a day to do daily Q2 planning, and they explain what that means here. So this next section talks about the 5 choices process map, and here again is the time matrix, which I explained in one of my videos. I will also link it below. So next comes our future planning pages for the following year. So for 2022, you get a month on one page for January all the way through December. You can use your future planning pages, of course, to write down appointments and things you want to remember in the future year. You also have future planning pages for 2023, and this is where it lists a whole year on one page. So here is a space for each month, and you can quickly write in if you have something for that far out, you can quickly plan for the future. You also get future planning pages for 2024, 2025, and 2026. And now starts your weekly spread. There is a blank page here on the front for notes, and it starts with the first week of the year, which it happens to include December. Now, let me turn to a page that includes the new year. On each of the weekly planning spreads, you get a week on 2 pages. At the top here, you have your month and the year, then you have what week number you're on, and then it has the days. So this weekly spread covers January 4th through January 10th. It has a Monday start. So here you have a column where you can list things that you need to do if you like, and you have a column where you can either prioritize or check them off. The weekly spread also includes the moon phases, and it includes holidays. And as you can see here, half of the page is allowed for list. So it starts with Monday, it goes through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday shares a column over to the right. On the second page here at the top, there is a quote, so you get a quote for each week. You can see the month that you're in here in the upper right hand corner. At the bottom of each of the weekly planning pages, over to the left, it talks about what you're to do for weekly Q2 planning, and there was also an information sheet that I just saw that just had this similar information, but it tells you how to do weekly Q2 planning. So when you sit down to plan for the week, it says connect your roles and goals. 2, schedule your big rocks, those things that are most important. And 3, organize the rest. And over here to the right, here it suggests each day, close out your day, identify the few must-dos, and 3, organize the rest. So as flipping through here, I notice every time there's a change in the month, you'll have at least 2 pages of blank lined paper to write notes or a list. Okay, so this next section, it talks about defining the roles and goals for extraordinary performance. So since this is talking about roles and goals, these next few pages should go under your tab that's called roles and goals. So it talks about what roles and goals are. Again, I've done a separate video on how to define your roles and goals, which I will link below. And here it talks about the steps that you can take to define your roles and goals. And this is nice. This is a Q2 roles and goals worksheet. It has on here your Q2 role statement. So as, and you put your roles. So I can say, like, for example, as a daughter, I can put, for example, I will be a supportive and caring daughter. And it says here through, and I can list my activities by making sure I call and check on my mom at least 3 times a week. So then here it has Q2 goals. So here in this section, you would write when you plan to achieve these goals. So for example, with that, I could put that I plan to give her a call on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, I talk to my mom often, so I'm just giving you an example of how you could fill this out. But I really like this. Something similar to this is in the starter pack, but I really like the format of this. This gives you enough room to write. I feel like some of their forms sometimes don't give you enough room to write everything. So what I normally do is take to the computer and I end up typing up what I want to write. But this actually has a nice clean format where I really think it will be beneficial. For this worksheet, you get 10 of them, which I feel is very, very generous. So you can basically write 10 goals with these worksheets. So the next section are master tasks, and these sheets can be put under your tab that's called master tasks. And at the top here it says priority, and then over here to the right it says task. So here you can keep a list of those things that you want to make sure you do. You can put things that you want to accomplish that may not necessarily have a date assigned to it, but it's just something that you want to do. Like you may want to just make sure that you want to get something done in a certain month. You can write a running list here. We all have those tasks that don't need to be done, but you would like to have them done, but they don't really have a time associated with them. So this master task list will be nice for keeping a running list of things that you just need to do. And I really like the idea of this. In other planners, you get a master task list for each month, and then there are 2 columns, one for personal, one for business. But this totally gives you more freedom to use this sheet as you see best fit for you. For the master task sheets, you get 20 sheets. That is front and back. So it's actually 10 sheets and it's front and back. So next, you get a whole lot of note sheets. I'm not going to count these because there are so many, but I am in general really pleased with how this planner is set up. You got plenty of notes pages, you got enough guidance, it's a really nice clean format. I'm really, really impressed with it. I really, really am. Now, how I plan to use this weekly planner is for planning my social media content. I use a daily planner for everyday life. When it comes to my YouTube channel, when I'm trying to plan what I'm going to put on YouTube and what I'm going to put on Instagram and what I'm going to put on Facebook, what I like to do is put those in separate planner pages. So I will be placing some of the weekly planner pages in my binder with my daily planner pages. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about this planner, feel free to put them in the comments. I do respond to all comments. Please be sure to like this video. This is Tonya, helping you feel more organized so this can be your best year yet. Take care.